Hey everybody, it's me. I just wanted to make a quick video on some little things that I've been working on here and there. If you remember, like a week or so ago, maybe 2 weeks, I bought this amazing mold putty. Because I saw some really cool videos where, you could make all these different molds out of things that you have so that you don't have to go and buy everything. And I guess it would work better if when they're done, either I had the right color like clay, or if I could paint very well, but I can't, so. Anyways, first I did this owl mold, and I made it out of my owl ring, so it looks pretty good. I'm trying to get the hang of how much mold is needed for the piece. Like this I think was a little much because it didn't go in very deep. So I made him, and these aren't dry yet, so, I didn't bake them yet, and I have to cut this away here. But that's what that ended up looking like. Then I did this lady, and somehow she got some of the yellow stuff stuck on her, even though I thought it's not supposed to stick. But see, there's some white in there. But I made her, and she is from this just loose cameo. See, she's got some yellow on her head now. That was in a jewelry bag that I bought. So that's that. And then I tried to make this little bear brooch that I have. He's actually listed on eBay right now. And I thought I had enough mold, right? I thought I was doing good. Oops. Then I think I way pushed him in too far. His nose sticks far down there, and his legs look all funny. I don't know, he didn't come out very well. But this is him. He looks all distorted, and his nose is all smushed. Poor little guy. Okay, anyways. Then I had this rose mold, and this is really what I wanted to do. I was just trying the other things. But I made it out of my ring here, and I did 2 different colors. This little center got kind of smushed because, because I was trying to cut away the excess, and I was holding it right here and going like this with my finger, so it kind of smushed the center a bit. But I just used my ring to make that mold. Okay. So that was that stuff. Next, I was talking about the Decoden stuff, and last week you saw my video. I had bought the two packages of this caulking, and I bought a couple packages of buttons to try with it, and I picked up these cake things that you put on the end and you squeeze, and it comes out like whipped cream. So the first thing that I tried, which there was no rhyme or reason or, for it. I tried this little jar, but I was just trying to see, if I could do the whipped cream thing. And there isn't very much whipped cream, so that I knew I needed more. And I just stuck little things that I found. Like I said, there's no, theme, I guess, to it. I was just trying to get the whipped cream part down and see how far you have to push it in, and it's all dry and they stick. It's like glue. So I just did that on my little button jar. I also tried it on this little domino piece. Okay, hold on just a second, okay? I also tried this little domino piece. See, I left it like that. Show you it's on a domino. And don't touch. I put these are all buttons. They came from a little button pack, and besides this little rhinestone thing, see, they have the little shank in there. But that's just the domino. I was testing it out again, but on a smaller surface, so I didn't waste a bunch of caulking. But this is my one that I did yesterday. This is the one that I'm most proud of. This little box. I got this box from Paula from Mommy24C. She sent them to me in a little rack, a little gift box that she sent. And if you remember the watermelons and like this little cupcake and all these little goodies, where I bought 2 little button bags and they were in there. And these little pearls was a necklace that broke. I just saved the little beads right there. And then I put in some little rhinestones that I had. And one of those other little like candy wrapper looking buttons that I already had. Now I thought of something else that I wanted to do to it, but I couldn't do it or else I wouldn't have been able to show you because it would have been all wet. So yeah, I thought this came out so cute, and I so want to go back and get more of these little buttons since they're like ready available, you know. You don't have to order them online and wait. Okay, another thing I was working on was I took my case off from my cell phone. My case was all red and it was a little scratched up, the case, from being like thrown in my purse and stuff. I haven't quite finished because it takes a while to dry, but this is the front. See, it was red. Okay, no pulling the tripod, okay? No, no, no. And this is what I did to the back of it. I put all the blingy rhinestones. Now, what I don't like is that, like, I didn't think about this. I had this little butterfly bead, but you can see right through it, and you can see the red. And also, I was trying to cover it up. So, and then this was a broken pendant. I just took the little ring off and glued it down. But you can see the red through that too. I don't know, my husband looked and he said the rest of it takes away from the red. I mean, he's like, there's so much going on that he's like, I didn't look at it and say, oh man, I could see red. So these 2 big roses, they kind of look like this black one here, but these came from a bracelet that broke. This was like the center rose, and then these little roses were all around it. But there's all these different little rhinestones. Some of them, like, see that? Like, reacted kind of bad to the glue. And other ones didn't. It was okay. And I put these little half pearls on here. I was attempting, I hear ya, to try to cover up some of the red. And then I do have some spots, okay, buddy, along the edge here that are left undone because if I put the little rhinestones, okay, they'll hang off, and if you touch it from the side, they'll probably just slip right off. So I didn't want to do all that work for nothing. And this is my first one, and I tried to like put the bigger pieces on and work around it, and I don't know if that worked too well. Shh, shh, please be quiet. So next time I might put them all in rows and stuff like that first. Sorry about them talking so much. So what I did was I bought one of those Crystallazzi, or however you say that, one of those packets at Michael's. I had to go back and buy these because there were so many little pieces, little spots that needed to be covered up, and the big ones just wouldn't fit. So I bought these, and they're sticky, and I don't know what they're for, but I glued them on, so I don't know what projects they're really for. I also, that's when I picked up these half pearls from actually the scrapbooking section. Stop it, Gabriel. Stop. And, stop it. Here. I picked them up from scrapbooking section. They're recollections, of course, before they're 40% off, but I picked those up to put on those. And I also picked this up. It was extra rhinestones. It has this little kit. It was like $4.99, but I had a 40% off, or something like that, or 20% off your entire purchase coupon. So that's what I've been doing, and I have to go back and I have to get more tiny rhinestones, you know, like this or smaller, to do the front, because they'll just pop right off if I use those big ones. So gotta wait till payday to do that, because those little rhinestones can be expensive. I also made one more of my domino pendants, and what's different on this one is I've glued the bail in the center and made it sideways instead of like this, you know. And this is just scrapbooking paper from that like botanical stack, I think it is. And then I used on the side, you can kind of see the lines though. I used one of those paint pens that you shake, and I had some of those because we made our own Christmas ornaments last year. And I wanted to try and see how that would turn out. And I ran around the edges with the brown Sharpie. So those are my projects. Oh, and I just wanted to show you this. I have, for those the Decoden things, I went around and I picked through my things of buttons, and I just grabbed all of these cool looking buttons out of there. Whoops. No, no, no. No, you can't have those. And, you know, the coolest ones, because it's whipped cream, is going to be the ones that are, like, food related, you know. But you could use whatever you wanted. So, like, I found this little bracelet with the little egg things that you could take apart. These are some of my daughter's old bows. So, say you had this like this, and you just stuck the little bow on the side. That would be so cute. So, I just went around the house and looked for little things. Like her old barrettes. Her hair is so thick now. Stop doing that. Sorry, he's like looking at me smiling. Yeah, I see you. Tugging on the tripod. Anyways, her old barrette that you could just take with like an X-Acto knife and cut right there. And then, sorry, I'm trying to hold the tripod with one of my hands. Stop it, buddy. Stop. No, no. No, no, no. Here, look, paper. You love to rip paper. Anyway, so you could go with an X-Acto knife and cut right here, and then take it and like stick it down like that. So, oh, and like this Hello Kitty that I have here, that came off of her, she had an elastic hairband that popped, but I don't know why I saved it. I just did, and I'm glad I did, because I popped Hello Kitty right off of there and used it. Then you can use like the buttons, you know, the little blingy charm things. You can use all kinds of stuff. Like here's another little bow. Like her hair does not fit in that anymore. And I don't know why I keep them, but I'm glad I did. See, you can like do little things. Like if you did a Christmas themed one and it was like green and silver or red and silver, that would be really cute. With like candy canes. Oh, and then I got these at Michael's the other day, these big blings. I thought I might use them on my cell phone, but there wasn't really like a good enough spot where I didn't think it would just like pop right off. I was gonna, maybe next time. I saw some cheap clear, that's what I really wanted, was a clear cell phone case, so you can use whatever color you wanted and it wouldn't matter. So I ended up using like yellow and silver. So I just don't dig the red coming through right there. But I don't know. Let me know if that's the first thing that stood out to you, is like, oh my gosh, I can see the red. I mean, some of you probably think it's gaudy and ugly, but I like it. So anyways, I'm going to come back with a haul that I have and a nice package that I received from Paula. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Stay tuned. Bye-bye.